Hi there. Hi there. Welcome to the Overtron Chatter. Two, I'm here today to recap for you the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 20. And I think it's entitled Sisters of the Salt and a Greek Tragedy. So, anyway, they still in Greece. I think they're on their third day or fourth day. They still in Greece. And the scene begins with Mary and Meredith. They're in the kitchen together, getting coffee or whatever, making cappuccinos. When Angie enters the kitchen, Mary house, and then she was like, "What?" And she says her lip, and it's pretty ugly. Somebody says it's pretty ugly. So they asked Brahma if Brahma enters the scene, and she said, "Have you seen Angie's face?" And she's like, "I seen this lip. I live with it because they roommates." So anyway, Angie tell them that tonight's gonna be every night she there is a special night because she in Greece. That they got a play. They're gonna see a play, and they're gonna go meet her cousin. The cousin, she gonna go meet her cousin. That his father, their parents, the cousin's parents were siblings. So so the playwright comes over to meet the ladies, and she wants to interview each lady. So what she does is she tells them to tell me about yourself, which they we see clips where they tell them about. We see more clips with them talking about each other than telling them. The only one they show a real serious clip of, the one they really concentrate on the most is Lisa. And she says, "I'm smart, I'm pretty, I'm fashionable. All anything that's good, that's her." Then you start hearing, then the lady asks, "Tell me about the ladies in your group." So she started telling about the ladies in her group. This one, she'll pretend like she your friend, but she really ain't. She go back and tell. I wrote a little shit down here, so let me just go ahead on with this. So anyway, it was funny when when the playwright was interviewing Lisa because she said, "What's oh, you're a Pisces. Oh, you're a Leo. Oh no, you gotta be there." I said, "Damn!" She named all of all 12. She named all 11 signs but one. And then the one that she didn't name is the one that the writer was. And here go Lisa. I know who's gonna think that next. When was you gonna think it? You just did all the other 11. One left but Pisces. So anyway, I thought it was funny. But Lisa was giving the dirt on all this mug. So anyway, and Angie's cousin, once he found out she was gonna be in Sorrentino, however you pronounce it. He took a ferry over to the island to meet them. So they looking forward to meeting him. And then whatever they had on, one of them said, "Is that a meeting my cousin dress?" She said, "I'm fucking running out of clothes, yo." And then it was all right. I mean, I wouldn't want my cousin touching my bed back, but I mean, whatever. It ain't look like disgusting. It was all right. So anyway, somebody was talking. Meredith was making coffee in the kitchen, and that was weird to them because I think it was Brahma just said she was just having a big ass blowout, a panic attack or something. So she don't know. I'm looking this way because y'all know I got papers. So here you go. They said she was in panic. So Whitney and Heather by the pool talking, and Heather was like, "Oh, she Meredith made me a cappuccino." So she said, "Did she make it when she made it with a machine or something?" I was like, "What the fuck does it? Yeah, why was she?" I was like, "That was a crazy question." So Whitney says Lisa. They started talking about Lisa. Said Lisa's the most shallow of all of them. She said because Lisa is asking them to be a particular way, to be open and this way and that way. And she say she want us to do shit that she don't even bother to do, and she don't open up to them. But I wouldn't open up to them bitches either because they're them type of friends or supposed to be your friend. They get mad at you. And if you make a mistake and hatchet their ass, when I say hatchet, that means you put some shit on them. But they was just like, and everybody around was just like, yeah, like a hatchet, yeah. So anyway, while they sitting around by the pool talking about Meredith, her mood swings and shit, Bronwyn is in the room with Mary, and she said, "Let me tell you something. This is bothering me." And that's what I'm saying about. I think I can't get a fix on. I tell you as I finish going through this who I got a fix on. Like I ain't really got a fix on Bronwyn. Like I like Bronwyn, but Bronwyn been hurt or fucked up so many times. She's still in that little girl trauma shit that Bronwyn will cut your ass. Yeah, if she think you trying to get her, she gonna get you first. Yeah, and the way she do it, she don't just get you. Anybody you said anything about, she make sure she drop that T. Cause I didn't like when they was arguing, and she said, "Yeah, Meredith, I got your back. I stand for you." She said, "I even stand for you when Lisa talking about you or some shit." I said, "Why you gotta tell her Lisa talk about it?" Anyway, so she said I was talking to Meredith. She told me to come to her room, and she said she's like she was nervous and she feel like she paranoid, and she asked me what we was talking about at lunch, and I was like, that's weird. It was just with me and Mary together, and we all had lunch together. Why you wait for Mary to leave to ask me about the lunch? So she said, ask her. I tell her. She said she ain't do that shit with me then. She did it when you was by yourself. Cause so and Bronwyn here was going on with her that she cared about Meredith, but she kind of feels some type of way because Meredith will have a conversation with her and she trying to be open and honest and she talking to her about what she heard, what she said, or whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? And then after she tell her the shit, Meredith either go spread it, she gonna tell what she heard, and she shouldn't do that. So she said, I feel like she be using me. You know what I'm saying? She don't really give a fuck. She just fuck with me because she thinks And she said she real good with her words because she a lawyer. Blah blah blah. So, Mary said her behavior is just real fucked up. She said she feel like Meredith only fuck. Brahma said she feel like Meredith only fuck with her to find out shit about her, find out shit about the other girls. So when she get mad as a motherfucker, she can just blast their asses with it. So Mary said it's something wrong. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. It's something wrong. She said I've seen the change. I've been friends with her for a long time. She said she's paranoid. She's something with her being very alarming. So she said just Mary said, "Don't tell me. Just tell her. Tell her you feel compromised. You ain't like that shit. That how she pull you to the side and try to find out what's going on." So she said she was gonna talk with Meredith. That was gonna be an uncomfortable situation. So anyway, they was getting ready to go visit their cousin. So they riding on the sprinter, right? So Meredith was real quiet and shit. So next thing you know, I don't somebody say something and Braun was just going, you talking to me? Meredith, you fucked up because you be using them trick words and shit because you're a lawyer, but what you ain't got nothing to say now. She said, you be fucking using me. You trying to ask me shit like he was asking me what we talked about at dinner. She said, I did not ask you what y'all talked about at lunch. I'm sorry. I did not ask y'all what y'all talked about at lunch. I asked you. So she do that word Smithy shit, but she knows me. So she said, you know what? I know you fucking up because you ain't got nothing to say. You got lost for words. So that was the end of that. So they go and they meet the cousin. The cousin is real nice. He hugging and stuff, telling them how beautiful it is. And the whole time they're sitting there talking and shit, marriage just looking like this is the last place in the world that she want to be. So it was just going off because Brahma said, you asked me to come see you, but when I came to come off camera. And she said, no, I didn't. She said, yes, you did. Why the fuck would you be lying? It was just whatever happened is whatever happened, like the same shit whatever happened on the plane. I don't remember what you're talking about. I wasn't there. Who, me? That's how Meredith been. And it's making Bronwyn livid because, because they started arguing at the house before they got in the car. Brahma had Meredith was outside, and so was Bronwyn, but they was on different levels of the Airbnb or whatever, wherever they staying. So she said, "Can I come talk to you?" She said, "Sure." So that's when Bronwyn said, "You using me? That's fucked up. You keep throwing me to the girls and shit, like throwing me out there like the motherfuckers is the dogs, and I'm some bacon. I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you finna stop doing it." So that's when they started arguing from that. So anyway, we still on day 4. And Brahma just let her ass have it. She's like, "Let them other bitches get your bag." That's when she was like, "Yeah, I've been defending you when Lisa talking about you." So we hear Whitney say to her, Meredith was being a real party pooper. So Angela tell him, every time they go somewhere, Angela tell him to be good, and she be misbehaving her own self. And I'm gonna give you a ticket on her. She got, I used to like Angie, but something about her. When you want her, I don't know, because she act like she was like princess of Greece. We're from Greece. I'm from bitch. You ain't from nowhere. You from United States. You got some Grecian parents. That's about it. And she cares so much about Greece. Why she ain't got her citizenship yet? Okay. So when Angel was sitting there talking to her cousin, I felt some type of way because she said her mother died so young that she don't know none she don't know her people. And it is messed up because my father died too when I was very young. That's about 6 or 7. And it's like after my father died, even though I was still in the same town, I'm from Baltimore. My parents were both born and raised there, and we was probably maybe a 30-minute, 20, 30-minute bus ride. So if it was a bus ride, 20, 30 minutes, then the car was like 15 minutes. So I just, at the one, we just stopped going to see him. And they love my mother, and they really, really love the hell out of me because I'm the only child my father has. So you know how black people do. That's all we got left to James Gerald. Yep. So, it's kind of weird. And now I don't know, it's just weird. So, I don't even know how the hell I was telling y'all that little story right there. So anyway, I kind of teared up a little bit. And then yesterday was my birthday, right? So I really, really was missing my mom. I know I'm like 60, but I was really missing my mother. And it seemed like every year since my mother's passing, she died in 2016. I miss her every year a little bit more. It's just, and her voice I can remember, but she was calling me the same way, probably since I was born. You know, she sings "Happy Birthday" to me, but it's the way that she sings, it's real loving. So anyway, let me get off of that. So anyway, Meredith acting like a stick in the mud, but it's time to go home and get dressed to go ready to see this play. So anyway, they get dressed, and Mary don't want to go. She don't want to go. She don't want to see, and she want to walk with her Jimmy shoes, and her red bottoms don't get fucked up because I guess the ground is real slippery over there. Maybe from the salt water because it's so much. I don't know. I don't know. Let me shut up. But everybody be like they falling and shit all over the place. So damn, that's sad ass story Angie had. So anyway, the ladies get ready for the play. And Heather, for some reason, don't believe that Meredith and Bronny was talking at 2 a.m. She said, "Oh, that Brown is Meredith is so sneaky." Now that's another one I can't click. I don't like Heather with her big ass head. Heather be starting too much shit. She be trying to act like everything they said about her in this play. I confirm. To cover up shit, she tried to use humor. She trying to make herself look like the dummy of the group, or the most, I don't know, the most unworldly. Child, ain't nobody falling for that shit, child. And the way that she act, her kids came home for Christmas, how she was happy when they came home, how she was happy how they was left. how she been raising them by herself all this time, and she glad they gone because she look forward just to looking to herself. So that shit that she be saying about, I don't know, and then she be behind the scenes in them confessionals and shit, talking about them women and shit, then getting their face and smiling their back. And then the reason why she all fucked up in this is because she want to be with Lisa and Meredith so bad, and to see them walk off on that bitch and leave her sitting in that little cathedral shit or whatever the fuck she was that little area they were sitting there and doing the play. I guess that is sitting on the stage. I'm doing all that crying and shit. You want to stay here and fix it on your chest? No. That was like, bitch, get the fuck out of here, you fat. Get your fuck, get out of here. So anyway, so Mary said, listen, we're here now. Let's get this food. The food look good. And Mary said, I don't like the theater shit. She said, I'm suspicious. I'm just ready to go. I'm going to the bathroom. I ain't coming back out. So anyway, the lady come out and she said they come out and get each lady a scarf or hajib, whatever they put the scarf on their head. And the scarf that you wear is your person that's up there on the stage. That's who you represent, who you represented by, your personality or whatever the lady said about you. So they start with Lisa. They said Lisa's in is considered out of the group to be the most elder or whatever. She cared the most about herself. She's the most self-absorbed. You can't say shit about her. She did, she that, she this and another thing. Then do Heather, and they say Heather is a big deflector. And then you see Mary start telling her shit that how she had joke wrapped the mascara, and she said you laugh to keep from crying, you hide behind humor. Said all that shit they said about Heather was for real, for real. You ain't never real with your shit. You hide your real feelings. You damn sure do, and be smiling on people's face. So each time, each when she finished describing or having a story about each woman, the one woman each woman looks to the other woman to say what was said about them, right? Meaning to say she'll say, now Heather looked at Bronwyn, and that's who Heather look at. And she said Bronwyn. So Heather had they had said some shit about Bronwyn ain't two faced, she ain't got no face. She used loyalty as the party favor. She's a trade secrets. They said a whole bunch of fucked up shit about her. But out of all them ladies, the only one that was really crying listening to all that shit was Bronwyn. That shit was fucked up, but that shit was true what they were saying. So Lisa and Angie, apparently they was real good friends one time, and she said that Angie had daggers underneath her tongue, and Lisa said that, and she said Angie was thirsty to be the best, and that's kind of true. And then said Angie, but her words sound like a child's voice. Oh, and then the other thing that was Whitney, and then I remember saying some real fucked up shit. They was like that Brittany and the men. The lady said the blade was sharpened by their truths and how their words and shit sting. And Brittany had said some real fucked up shit about Mary. She was like, Mary is she said about Mary. She said Mary words sting that even the righteous have to bend. And they said Whitney was shallow. She was a body without a mind. And they said maybe Whitney, when she talks, she do make sense, but the wisdom is taking more, but the wisdom is not talking more than the decoration. Meredith hide behind the words that she twists. She's brilliant and confusing. She looks down on. She said, man, the house was just quiet right there in that part. So anyway, the play is still going on. So they let it go through all the people, and but I mean, if you ain't want to watch it, they pretty much said the same shit. Lisa was shallow. She said so. Each woman tried to start explaining herself because Meredith was the last one. She tried to explain what's going on with her, and while she going, Heather is just really digging into her ass. So they say the truth is, the lady was telling at the end of the play. The truth is, no one can be successful without their sisters, or nobody can. They can't do it without each other. And everybody quiet. I said they nailed Heather. Oh, that's what the lady said. Your sisters. Oh, Angie was like that too. She said your sisters make us who we are. So they just need to let's give up the game. And Brum said she was horrified. She said she cried. She said, I didn't just cry for me. I cried for all of us. And she said that shit is true. She said Tom was disloyal to me. So, you know, I was heartbroken for myself and for y'all. I said, she the only one being real. And Mary was like, why the fuck is we here? We ain't really friends. If you think I'm this and I'm that, why I gotta be here? So Lisa cried. She said she hid behind things and her accomplishments. She said she got pressure to help her family and to keep up with stuff, and they think people have expectations of her. She said, so and I think I pushed so hard to prove to myself that I am that bitch. But at the same time, I constantly disappoint myself too. So Lisa told Angie, we hold each other in high regard. So Angie said, listen, just tell me when you think I'm wearing my mask and I'm being ridiculous, just tell me so I can take the mask off. Because you can't forget and put that bitch back on. So then that's when Meredith talking. She said she was trained to use words carefully because she understands what the power is. She said she's very, very sensitive. And she said she don't like being told that she did shit when she said she didn't. And she said, I'm the way that I am because I'm really afraid of betrayal. So that's why I keep people out because I'm afraid. So Angie said, we love you. And Heather says, so she said something about Bronwyn. What did she say to Bronwyn? Okay, she told Bronwyn told Meredith some kind of way, but they start having she gotta go to the bathroom. Meredith's gotta go to the bathroom. But before she go, Bronwyn tell her something that when me and my husband was in New York, we seen Seth in the restaurant. And she never finished saying anything else. I think she went to the bathroom and then Lisa said, what the fuck is that? Why you tell her that? Why you trying to make her think that he was in the restaurant with a woman? And she said, I didn't know who he was with or what that was. I don't even know what that means. Did she see him with somebody? She shouldn't have said shit. So anyway, Lisa was mad. She said you trying to insinuate some shit going on. And then they started telling her when she came in from the bathroom, Mary was like, what is it? What is it? Said, we think something wrong with you, and all these other motherfuckers is scared to tell you, but I ain't. Your mood swings, you're up, you're down, you're drinking, you're sad, you're happy. And she said, and I tell you what I'm fitting to do, I'm getting to leave. They was like, no, don't leave, Meredith. Let's talk, especially Heather. And she was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So that's when Heather started going off the top. You leave, part of this group. Yeah, so Lisa's like, get the fuck on. So Whitney was doing all her crazy shit. Right? Look at me. Let me talk to you. Looking at holding Meredith head. Look at me. Listen. Like, bitch, will you get your hand off of me? So when Meredith was trying to leave and Lisa was with her, Whitney was walking over. She said, "Go away, Whitney. Just go away. I don't want to go. You don't tell me." So I was like, Whitney always got to steal a moment. Just go to fuck. Because you know, Meredith don't like you. You know, she know you've been called all kinds of alcoholic and pill poppers and shit. You is not the one she want to talk to. So Mary just like, listen, I love you. It ain't just me. We all think something wrong with your ass. And even if Lisa do think it, it don't matter. She on her side. And when she left and took her Uber, I believe Lisa was with her. So that reunion, I think, is next weekend. And I want to say the person I probably feel the most sorry is for. Oh, I want to point this shit out too. You know, Brittany was like, they keep calling me alcoholic. To the when they went to the play, she they said let's eat. So she went, well, I don't want to eat. I guess I better. I'm supposed to be an alcoholic. Better look for the wine. So she was trying to open it up, but it was screw top, right? So so when the ladies was arguing, the point trying to make that bitch back there drinking her ass off. Brittany ain't say if she said 3 words, they was open this, yeah, because that bitch was not participating in that. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me for 26 minutes and 15 seconds, and I love you for it. And I'll be back with the Real Housewives of Potomac. I am so sick of them bitches, especially Giselle, especially Ashley. Bye now. I love you. Have a good day.